Good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good afternoon there. Good afternoon.
How are you, all of you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Audible?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Good afternoon, sir. You are welcome.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Please let me know I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
Afternoon, Doctor.
Very good afternoon and welcome in this session. This is the second day of the training workshop, and in this session we will cover 2D and 3D plotting. Okay, and this session is very important to all of you because whenever we need to visualize any information or output, we always need 2D plotting or 3D plotting. Whether it is some type of data or we have some numerical results, any kind of output. So without visualization of our outcomes, our work is not fruitful. And all of you are unmuted. You can unmute yourself only if when it is required. Otherwise, all of you will keep muted. Okay. And welcome all those participants who are attending this session through live streaming, because there are many participants who are not accessible to join through Cisco WebEx due to their low network issue. So I again also welcome to all those participants who are attending this session through live streaming. Okay. So first I would like to share my desktop with all of you. You can see this is my Matlab window. And in this session, there will be no any PPT. Only we will do all the things on hand. Practically, there will be only experiments. Okay. So we will deal all these things one by one. And first, I let you know there are some basic information I have to share with you. Screen. Okay, now it will be fine. So now you can see these are the basic syntax which will be used for 2D, 3D plotting. And these syntax are very helpful for all of you when we are going to plot. So there are several functions for plotting, and in the beginning, you can see this is very simple syntax. I hopefully this is visible to all of you. This is the first command to use plot. Plot x, y. X is the first variable in input variable, and y is output variable. Independent and dependent. Second, you can see x, y, and then at this place we have some line specialization. Okay. So when we plot any graph, we have a curve or straight line, then we can customize according to our choice, thickness, color, etc. if we have multiple graphs, sometimes we have multi-graph and we need to visualize in the single graph. In that case, this will be this will give us first graph, and then this will give us nth graph. So in this way, we can use several commands to plot multigraph in a single. And also we can customize according to in this way. Okay, this is the first graph, then we will customize, second in the same way, and then we customize nth graph. Sometimes we have a matrix. Okay, then we can simply use in this way, and we can customize also. Okay, so we need to keep in mind while going to plot graph, see these descriptions. Plot xy will create a 2D plot, and data in y versus corresponding to the values of x. If x and y both are vectors, then note this point. If sometimes we have x and y are arrays or vector, in that case, both must have equal length. Otherwise, it will not return value. Okay. If x and y both are matrices, then these must be equal. Otherwise, plot will not be published. So these are few things which we can use. And along with you can see for customize, if we need to customize plot, then we will use a line, style, marker, and color. These terms will be highly used in the presentation. So when we want to customize line, okay, this will represent a solid line. And when we use a double hyphen, 2 times hyphen, this will be dashed line. Okay. And if you are using colon, then it will be dotted line. And sometimes we are using hyphen and dot. This will return us dash dot line. Okay. There are several markers. We can use also markers. So you can see circle, plus sign, asterisk, point, cross, horizontal, vertical line, square, diamond, and these are some markers. Whenever we required, we can use these also. Okay, so this is the just basic information. And for different colors, if we need to customize the color of the graph, then for yellow we will use Y, for magenta color we will use M, for cyan we will use C, for red R, green G, blue B, for white W, and for black we will use K. So these are some different type of colors. Whenever we need to customize the color of graph, then we will use one of these. So these are some basic key terms which will be used in the present session. Okay, now we will start this one by one, and we will not run. We will do all the things very slowly so that all these will be very clear. So I have created all the script files. Okay. And the benefit of a script file is that it is kind request to all of you. If you have any question, only then you should unmute. Otherwise, you will be muted. Otherwise, the other way is I make all of you muted. Okay. Whenever required, you can raise your hand and I will permit to unmute you. Now you all are muted. And if you have any doubt or any question, only then you can raise your hand. I will permit to you for unmute. Okay. So now I am going to share my Matlab window. See, this is the Matlab window, and I will share all these content which I prepared for all of you. for 2D and 3D plotting. Okay. So the thing is, if you have you already familiar with the CLC, and also you familiar with how we can make a current directory if you have any folder on your desktop or anywhere. Okay, so you simply will call your folder, go to this sign, then go to desktop. I have the folder on the desktop. Okay, then I have the name of the folder is training on Matlab. I select this one, and when I will select, you can see all the folders are displayed at this place. Okay, so first we will target this folder, and all these are line plots, and I have created here script files. So there is no difference between a script file or you are writing this command sequence of commands on your command window. Okay, so also you are familiar with the CLC. Clear will clear the workspace. Okay, and CLC will clear the command window, and there is one more command, close all. Okay, if other window is open, then this will close the other windows of the Matlab. Okay, so now see, I have opened the first script file. So how this file will help you? First thing, you can use all this script file anytime in your future. Number two, this will save for your time. Number three, in the first line, this is the commented line, this will represent the subject which we are going to discuss here. So the subject is how to create a line plot, and then there is a description. Okay, so you can see CLC, clear all and close all. These are the basic commands which we use for close the command window, for clear the workspace, for close all other windows which are open. Okay, so when you are writing any script file, then always we have to use all these. So this is the X input. This is the X variable, and the length of the variable is from 0 to 2 pi. This is the length of the X variable interval from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, and what is the meaning of this one? So first I need to clear the array. How you can create array, like X is equal to, in the first lecture I explained all these things. Once again I would like to share with you. See, this is the interval from 0 to 10, and when we will enter, this will generate the vector from 0 to 10 with the difference 1. And if we need to customize, then we can do in this way. X1 is equal to 0, then I have 0.2, then I have 5. Okay, so when I enter, we have a vector, and you can see the difference between two consecutive point is 0.2. Okay, or increment will be 0.2. You can see 0.2, then we have 0.4, then you have 0.6, 0.8, then 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, and so on. Okay, so the increment is only 0.2. So here in our X input, so we have to choose first X interval or X variable from the interval 0 to 2 pi, and this is the difference between, or the partition or length of the subintervals will be pi upon 100. Okay, and we are choosing here very simple function, y is equal to sine x, And then we are using very simple command, plot xy. Only these three are statements. In the first line, we assign here x interval. In the second line, we have function. And in the third line, we have plot function. And very simple function is used here to plot the function. Okay. So when we execute, for execute, you will just press F5. Press key F5 on your desktop. Okay. Which key you will press? F5. This key you will press on your desktop. Then when you will press this key, this will return the value. The script file will be execute. See F5. And when it will execute, and you can see Matlab is busy and it will return the graph. You can see this is the graph of the inputs, and we have the interval from 0 to 2 pi. Okay. And these are also you can use on command window. You will have the same output, no difference. You can see on the desktop. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether you are using in the script file or you are using on the desktop, but the difference is that you can edit these functions in the script file very easily, and you can again execute. Suppose I am taking this interval from, I am changing this interval from this is 0 to 0.2, then I have 10. Okay. And I am going to plot this one, and you can see the same graph, but I have the interval from 0 to 10. In the previous, it was in radian, in degree, but now we have in radians. Okay. If now see in the second, so here you can see there is one another way, line space. You can use for the interval line space. Line function is using at its place, and the interval is minus 2 pi to pi. Okay, pi is inbuilt function. The value of pi is very familiar, which is 3.1416. And if you are going to write 2 pi, so if you will write 2 pi in this way, then it will consider single variable. So for 2 pi, we have to assign this value. So this will the return us a value of 2 pi, which is 6.2832. Okay. So while we are using the interval, and the syntax are very important to use. So keep in mind while using this type of syntax. So in this diagram, what is there? One is we are using line space, and second is we have y1 function, and then we have y2 function. Okay, we have two functions. So if you are going to plot multi functions, you can choose some here more functions also, but in this diagram you can say we have y1 and y2. These are the two different functions, and we want to plot by using this very simple function plot. So you can see a plot function is there. This is the first function, and this will plot the second function. So we have in this way two plots, okay, in the single graph. See, when either you can run from this place where you can see my cursor on the desktop, and when you will press this one, you can see two graphs plotted in the single graph. Okay. So someone is raising hand. Yes, you can unmute now.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, you can unmute now. Yeah,
Good afternoon.
please ask your question.
Sir, the folder you just uploaded, I don't know where you have put it. I don't. You have not shared it with us so that we can be able to upload it.
Can you please repeat your question?
Sir, I said you have before you uploaded a file, a folder into the interface, but unfortunately we don't have the folder so that we can be practicing what you have done.
Okay, I understand. Now I want to practice how to kill you.
Hello, sir.
I'm not. Please text your question. Please
Okay,
text
sir.
your question.
I will check. Okay,
Yes, yes,
sir.
please text you. Yeah, text your question. Yes, I will check it. Your question, okay? Now again, see. So you can see multi-graphs are there. Also, see here, when we are not using line space, by control R, we can comment the line. And when we comment any statement, that particular statement will not execute. So you can see, I comment this statement by pressing control plus R. Okay. And I want to uncomment this line. Either you can remove this sign. So this is uncomment. So in the at this place you can see the interval is from -2 pi to pi, and at this place we have also the same interval. Okay. So when we execute this statement, see the graph will appear like in this way. Okay. There is no these are not smooth curves. For smooth curves, what we have to do? We have to need some more points between -2 pi to 2 pi. So we will divide this interval with the help of increment. I am using pi upon 100 and then C. So this is the increment or difference between two consecutive points. So when we execute, you can see now the graph change, and all the curves are very smooth. Okay. So in this way, while we are going to plotting, so in the case of first statement, when we use, it not required any kind of like this increment. The graph is already very smooth. So this is the difference between the use of line space or in this way. Okay. Now I can see your question so that I can want to cover. Yes, please. Okay, how can we create these files? Very simple. Very simple to create this type of files. See, when you will press control plus N, you can see the editor window open. This is the editor window. Okay, and you can create your script file. Suppose I need to save this file. Control S and give the name. I am giving here name is training. Okay. Now you can write here your own code. X is equal to I have 0.3, sorry, 0.2. Then I have 10. This is the X variable. Then Y is equal to, you can choose any function. Suppose that it is X square. It is X square. And then plot, then plot x comma y, and then execute these three statements. See, you know why there is error. I explained in the last session why this file did not execute, because there is some error. Anyone can explain this error? Please raise your hand if anyone can explain this error. Anyone out of you? Okay, no problem. So the error is that this is what is the meaning of x square? X square is x product x. Okay, x is an array. So this is multiplication of two arrays. When we are going to multiply two array, or we have exponent, in that case we have to use at its place dot. We have to use dot cap. Okay, now it is fine and it will return the graph. You can see this is the graph. Okay, there is a question from your side how we can save. So it is very quite simple to save these graphs. See this second graph. Okay, and you can see that when we execute, this is graph, and when you want to save this file, okay, control S. When you will press control S, then give the name of this file. I am saving this file by figure 1. Figure 1. Okay, and I need this file either in JPG, we can save in PDF, we can save this file in EPS. Okay, you can see the different extensions. These are the extensions. You can save Matlab format. You can save this file, bitmap file, EPS file, enhance mat file, JPG, .pcx, .pbm. So these are different formats or extensions in which you can save, because depends upon your work where you want to use these files. Okay, if you are preparing your document in a LaTeX document, okay, in that case either you can save file in .eps, you can use .jpg, you can use the file in PDF also. .pdf file also can be used in the LaTeX document. Okay, so I am going to save this file in JPG. So just to give the extension .jpg, and enter. The file is saved in the current directory. See, this is the file. You can see this is the file, and if you want to open, you need to go your current folder on your desktop and you can open there. This is the desktop and this is my current training on Matlab, and I save the file. Yeah, this is the graph. You can use this graph anywhere. Okay, so in this way you can easily save your figures, outputs, graphs which you have created. Or if you want to save this graph in PDF, you can do also. Control C, run this file, and then Control S, then save this file in PDF. This is figure 1 .pdf. Okay, .pdf, and save it. You can see the file has been saved. This is PDF file. You can open it. See, This is in PDF. Okay. So you can save these files in any format. Depends upon your requirement. So mainly we are using either in JPG or we can or in the .eps, because in the case of .eps extension, the size of the file is very small. Okay. So this has been discussed with you. This also has been discussed. See the figure number 3. What is there? So you can see here is y is equal to, this is matrix. If you have any matrix and you want to plot it, okay. So this is the, there are some magic matrix which can be created easily in the Matlab. If you will use here magic 3. So you can see this is the matrix of a 3 by 3 order. Okay. And there are some, you can again take mean. See the mean of ANS. So you can see that the mean of row is, mean of each column is 5. Okay. And if you will choose the mean of ANS and its transpose, this is also 5. Okay. These are also 5. So in this way, magic is some inbuilt. It will generate some type of a matrix, and they have some properties. Some of the each column will be same. Some of the diagonal is also same, and some of each row will be same. Okay. Someone is asking question. Any question, please? Okay, how rotate graph? I will explain how we can rotate the graph. Yes, this will be in the next when we discuss in 3D. Then I will cover this question. I will show you. Okay. So now the problem is we have, when we have matrix, in that case how we can plot? How we can plot? Just we need to use the statement like in this way, plot y, and this will plot the matrix. So this is the graph of the matrix. Okay. If you will choose here 5, so this will be matrix of 5 by 5 order. Okay. See, this is the graph, and y is equal to, this is the matrix. You can see this is the magic matrix, and it is generated by Matlab itself. Any matrix you have 2 by 2 order or 3 by 3 order of any order, you can easily plot the matrix by using simple in this way, but it must be square matrix of any order. If you will choose at this place 10, if you have 10, then this is the matrix graph. This is the matrix graph of 10 by 10 order. So very quite easy to use for plotting. Then we have C at this place. Subject is, what is the subject here? Subject is specify line style. When we have 2 graph or 3 graph or more than 3 graph, then we can easily specify them. Okay, we can specify them. And how we can specify? See here, we have, this is the x interval. We have x interval. Then we have y1 function. This is we have y2 function. This is we have y3 function. Okay. So here, when we are using this plot function to plot the graph, this will return us only first graph. This will return the graph of y1. Okay. X y1. This will return the graph of only first function. Then this statement will return the graph of second function. But here you can see we are using marker also. This is the marker. This is the line style. Okay. We are using here line style. We are customizing the curve. We are customizing the line. So there are some styles which I have explained in the beginning, and we can use one of them according to our choice. There are numerous ways to customize with the help of color, with the help of marker. Okay. And this is the third graph. See one by one. When you are using plot xy1, this will plot only this graph. See, only one graph is there. And when you are using now, you can see xy1, xy2 along with the style. Okay. So there will be only two graphs. Run this file. Two graphs are there. Okay. So second graph is dot. Okay. Second graph is appeared in the dot. And first graph is solid line. And when you are using in this way, so third line will be appeared, third graph will be appeared in dot C. Now there will be three graphs. So these are the difference. And in this way, when we have multi-graph and we want to plot in the single graph, in that case, we have to use, we can customize according to our choice. Further, there is some more information about this. If you need some more changes are required, okay, you can insert here. You can insert here legend. You can see this icon. These are the legend. And when you will press this legend, the legend is appeared. This is the data 1, data 2, data 3. Legends are appeared at this place. Okay. And data 1 means y1, data 2 means y2, and data 3 means y3. Okay. You can see all this. If font size is small, you can increase the font size. How you can modify the font size? It is very quite simple. Just go to edit place, then go to figure properties. Go to figure properties. When you go to figure properties, small window will open. You can see there is some property inspector is opening, and from this place you can change many things. Okay. So when you will click on the line, when you click on the line, you can change the color. Here are various colors are there. You can change. Okay, you can choose anyone. Black is there. This color is there. According to your choice, you can choose anyone. Okay. If you want to increase if you want to increase change the style, or you want to increase the thickness, you can change from this place. This is 2 or make it 5. You can see thickness has been changed. Okay. So many things you can modify from this place. And if you want to change the line style, you can see there are several styles are there. This one is there. And then we have dot. Then we have dot and hyphen. Okay. So several styles are there. You can use one of them. Colors are there. If you want to insert marker, you can see at this place we have several markers are there: plus, circle, star, X, square, diamond. Okay, we are using here diamond. Reduce the size 0.5. So these are the diamonds. Okay, if you want to increase the font size is also there. See, we are changing here 18, and now you can see that font size has been increased. So anything which you want to increase or decrease, you need to make the thickness of the second graph. You can easily do. There is a, yeah, from this place. Okay, you can change the color. You can make any more any other changes, like if you need to change its thickness, you can easily make the changes. Take the size is 2. Okay. Size thickness is 2. Just 1 minute. A line style, line width. Okay. We are changing it 6. Yes, you can see thickness changed. Or if you want to insert here any marker is there. So many things are there you can modify, and after that you can save this file. Control S. So also you can see at this place markers are there. If you need to change the marker, this is Y1. Okay, first is Y1, second is Y2. Just go there and you can edit it. This is Y2. Similarly, we have Y3. Okay, this is Y3. So there are 3 graphs, and by using marker, legend, we can easily recognize the curve, which curve represented for which function. Okay, so it is also necessary to use legend to recognize the several graphs when appeared in the single graph. Okay, and after that by making several changes, you can easily save the file. Control S, and this is figure 2. This is figure 2 .jpg, and enter. The file will be saved in the JPG format. Okay. Now see figure 5. If anyone have question, please let me know. Yes. If you have any question related to this, after saving the file by using any of the variable extension, is it possible to edit the file? Yes. The thing is that when you create a graph in any format, if you create in PDF, it will not be editable. If you create in JPG or in .eps, these files we cannot edit. But if you need to edit the file in future, then you must save the file in .m. There is one more option to save the file in .m files. And when you have .m file, in that case, you can edit. See, we have this graph, okay, and I am using here Control S. This is figure 4, okay, and just enter. When you will enter this file, see the figure, see this figure 4.fig, okay. This file, when you will open, it will open in the Matlab, okay. This file not usable in our document directly because it will open only in the Matlab. So if you need to change or edit something, double click, now you can edit. When you will open this file, see, I am opening this file F. When I open this file and just enter, you can see it will open in the Matlab. And now if you want to edit some about the graph, or you want to edit the font size or thickness or marker, you can edit here and again save it. See, I want to edit some information in this diagram, and what I am doing here, so we are giving some, we are editing some information about the, we are changing the font size. Font size we have is 18, okay. Font size has been increased, and these are in bold, okay. Then we want to change some more information. We have the X grid, Y grid. These lines appeared like X grid and Y grid, which are horizontal and vertical lines. These lines are known as grid. You can see in here, there are grid options. I click at the X grid, then click on the Y grid, then click on the Z grid, and also there are layers. Okay, so according to your choice, many things are there, you can change them. Okay, boxing is there, which are required. So after editing, Control S, the file has been saved in the Matlab file. This is Matlab file. See, when you will open, this is the updated file. This is the updated file. You can see the font size are bold, and font size will be also, see the font size. Font size is 18. Okay. So in this way, you can edit the file when it is saved in the .m extension. And further, if by changing and you want to save in other format, you can do. Then you need to save this file, save as, and after that you need to assign here its extension. Okay, I am saving this file in PDF format and save it. Now this file will be saved in the PDF format. Okay, so there are several ways to create the document, and you can see the file is saved in PDF. Okay, now come to at this place. I think your question is clear. If more question is there, you can feel free to ask from me. After saving the file by using any of the available extension, is it possible? Yes, I have cleared the doubt. If more question is there, please feel free to ask from me. Otherwise, I will go ahead. Okay. I think no more question. Or otherwise, you can put your question in the chat box, or you can raise your hand. I will clear your doubt? Okay. So see this figure 6. Okay, Raja Nisar Ali raised the hand. Yeah, you can ask from me. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Yes, please unmute and ask. Good evening.
Sir. Sir, my question is, whenever we are plotting graphs, we want to avoid that pixeling of a figure if we try to zoom in and zoom out. In order to avoid, we mainly write the figures, or we prepare the graphs in .eps mode, encapsulated these enhanced PostScript. Is it possible to uh, draw the graphs in EPS mode as well?
Okay, at one time we have one extension. Uh, depends upon your document you are preparing if you have a doc file, then you need only JPG format. If you are using LaTeX, in that case, you can use any format, .eps or JPG or PDF file also we can use. And if you need some zoom in, zoom out, if you need to customize the size in your document, then you can use there. No problem.
Yes, sir, my question is, if I am using JPG, it gets pixelated if I zoom in, zoom out. And PDF also has that pixel problem. But .eps file doesn't have such problems. My question is it possible using Matlab to draw the graphs in EPS format?
Yes, we can draw in APS format, but to open this file, we need software to open the file, or otherwise you can directly use this .aps file in LaTeX and it will work there, and you can customize according to your choice. No problem.
Because I am using LaTeX as my editor, not Word or Microsoft Word. I mostly use LaTeX for my manuscript.
Yes, you can. Yes, it is very quite easy to use .eps extension. Many times I also use these files, and there is no big problem. Just your file must be in .eps extension, and you can easily use. And the way of saving this file, just give the extension .eps. See again, I am sharing the file. Okay. See, I am opening the previous graph, and I have this plot. I want to save this file in EPS format. Okay, Control S. File name is, this is figure fig.eps. Okay, and save it. Very simple. You can see, yeah, you can see at this place, this is the fig.eps file, and you can use this file in your LaTeX document. No problem.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, very quite easy to use. And the size of this file will be very small as compared to PDF or JPG. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Again, see, once again, this document is visible to all of you?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
please.
sometimes we when we plot graphs, then these graphs are curve lines are very close to each other. So
Yeah.
which is
Yes,
very
please
clear to us.
please complete your question.
So there is some when we get these lines very close, how to see these lines? How to
Yeah.
zoom these lines?
Yes, yes, yes. If you are using, there are two things. Because when we have the interval is very large, in that case, lines will be appeared very close. And if you want to zoom in or zoom out, then you need to customize your interval. If you will decrease the interval, then it will be uh, zoom in. Okay, you can do.
Yes, sir.
Or the other way is see here. Just 1 minute. I have to share again. Then I can clear your question. Okay. I have this is the Matlab. This is the Matlab, and here you can see these are graphs. Okay. So in the Matlab, you can see you can easily zoom in or zoom out. On the at this place, we have a sign. Okay. On the top, you can see. So when we are doing zoom in or zoom out, sorry. Okay. So see the interval at the bottom. What is there? In the beginning, it was from 0 to 7. But when you will do in zoom in, so the interval is very small. So when you have this interval is small, then this type of prompts automatically we can remove or we can adjust the graph according to our work, and so that we can differentiate the graphs. Sometimes these graphs are very close. So in that case, we have to choose the interval very small. So we can easily sort out this type of prompts.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Please.
Yes, sir. In case we need to zoom out a portion, sometimes we use inset uh, uh, of that particular portion in order to zoom it out. In a publication or a graph that we prepare,
We have a graph, but we need some particular area to for zoom.
yes. So
Yes, we can.
we use inset concept there. We use another small graph of that portion only in the graph itself.
Yes, yes. Many things are there. Many things are there, and we will discuss. I will try to explain all this at the end. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Or otherwise, I will share with you this type of prompts, prepared script file, and there will be solution. Okay. No
yes,
problem.
yes,
We can do each and everything. Each and
yes.
everything.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So I have to close this one, and I let you know. You can see this doc file. So here you can see these are the styles which we use here. Then there are some markers. Okay. These are the markers, circle, plus sign. I have already shown you, and you can use one of these. Okay. Then after we have some colors. Now see in the MATLAB, and in this graph. In this graph, you can see this is the X interval. Then we have y1 and y2 and y3. These are three functions. So this is the graph with we are customized with color. G color is used for green. Okay. Then we have X, y2. This is the second graph. And here what we are doing, we are using the style along with marker. This is the marker and this is the style of the line. Both are used, and B used for blue color. And similarly, this is the third graph, and here is C used for color, and this is the marker. C is the color, name of the color, and this is the marker. So in this way, multi things we can use in the single graph. And when you will run this file, okay, this is the another way to customize the graph. And when we will execute this command, you can see this is the graph in the green color is no marker, no style. Okay. And in the second, we are using style of the line along with the marker. Marker was used circle. And in the third graph, we have only the marker and with the color. Okay. Two things were used. See again at this place. This is the third graph. C is the color, and only we are using here this sign star. Okay. So only star is appeared, or either you can use this line also. So see the graph will be changed. See now the graph is changed. Now there is a star and along with the solid line. Okay. And if you will use the line in this way, double hyphen, then the line will be in this pattern. You can see this line, which is and also you can find out the values when you will move your cursor on the line. So it will return the corresponding value of X and Y. Okay. And if you need to insert here legend, you can do easily. Just click at this place and you can insert the legend. Legends are appeared. Okay. So it is very quite simple to use. 6. Yes, 6. You can see this is very important. Many things we can manage in the graph itself. Okay. So you can see here, this is the X interval. Then we are using here Y. And we can use all the markers. We can customize complete graph. So here we are using, this is the marker. Then we are using line width. Line width is 2. And then we are assigning here marker size. Okay. Here is marker size, which is 10. And then we have marker edge face, which is blue. Then we have marker face color. This is the color. We can use the color in this way also. Okay. So when we will execute, I want to show all these things one by one. Otherwise, when you will plot this graph, this will appear like in this way. See, this will appear only in this way. Now we are editing many things in this way, in this graph. So when you will use only, when you are using only this one, so this will increase only the thick line width. This is the only line width. See, the line width has been inserted. Okay. And along with we have also the line style with the color. Also, what is the meaning of these 3 dots? Why we are using these 3 dots when you have long line and you want to break? And for the continuation, we have to use these 3 lines. And if you are not to use this one, so it will work. Okay, the same output we have. If you want to break the line, then you have to insert here 3 dot, then you can enter. So the rest information will be in the next line, and statement will be in the form of continuation, and this will work. Because sometimes statements are very long. In that case, we need to break the line. Again, see. So you can see we are using here marker size, then marker edge color, then we are using marker face color. So when we will insert all these things and execute the command, you can see the graph will appear in this way. So you can see the boxes are the markers, and edge color is blue, and the color inside the box, that is known as a marker face color. So there are two things. One is marker face color and other is marker edge color. So both can be customized. And this is the 7th graph. Now there is a title and X label, Y label. These are very quite simple. If you want to insert the title function will be used, and you can insert the title in this way, 2D line plot, and this must be appeared between these commas. In the same way, X label, then we have Y label, and when you will execute, you can see in this graph, X label is there, Y label is there, and title of the figure is there. So all the things we can insert in the single graph. So here sometimes we need, so what is the subject here? Subject is modify lines after creation. Sometimes we have created the graph and after that we need to change some style of the graph. We can easily do, see here, this is Control R, okay, and you can see this graph is plotted, but we want to customize, okay, and to customize, what you will do, we have to assign this graph with the P, okay, and after that P1. P1 means first graph, P1 means first graph, and P2 means second graph. So in the first graph, we want to change the line width. So any marker or any style which you want to use, then assign here dot line width, which is 2, and dot marker, we are using this marker. Okay, you can use marker and style like in this way. In the figure you can see is you can see add space, okay, or either you can customize according to in this way. So these are two different ways, depend upon your choice. You can customize them according to your choice, okay. So you can see the style has been changed. Any question, please? Any question, please? Does it means that for the legend is not necessary to mention it in the script? We can obtain it after plotting the graph. Yes, you can mention in the script file also, or you can, because many things are there, you can write in the script file, or either you can manage them after plotting or following the properties of the graph. No problem. If you want to insert the legend in the statement, you can do. Any more question, please? Okay.
Hello, doctor.
Yes, please.
Please, the screen you are sharing sometimes it's not clear to us. Can you make it larger? The screen you are sharing, sometimes it's not clear. The content of the screen is not clear.
Okay. From my side, I think no problem. Now I think it is very clear.
Font size of the screen. Font size.
Yeah.
Size. From my side.
From your side, sir, so that it will be visible.
Yeah, to us.
Oh, these are visible. These are visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes.
So sometimes when we plot the graph, okay. I think if someone have problem, it may be due to network issue. Otherwise, from his side, there is no such problem. Okay. So now we go ahead. Now I want to close all this content. CLC. Okay. Now we are discussing these one, and these are also very important, very useful for all of you. And now I have to go through these files very speedily. Okay, because after this time, we need to discuss 3D also. So very quickly follow these files. Sometimes we have to assign different type of values to the X label or Y label. In that case, you can see we have at this place interval is 0 to 2 pi, Y1 is there, Y2 is there, and we plot the graph. But sometimes we need to now customize the X label. Okay, so for that we have to use this statement AXGCA. Okay, see here, see this function very carefully. AX dot X tick function is very important when we are going to customize the X label. Okay, so here interval is 0 to 2 pi, and we will customize the X label 0, 5.3, 2 pi.3, pi, then 4 pi.3, 5 pi.3, and 2 pi. And then you can assign these values X label, X tick label. Okay. First, we have to divide the interval 0 to 2 pi in the in the partition, and then we need to assign these values in the X label. In the X label. Okay. Legend, you can see we are using here legend function also, and you can see here how we can use legend. This is the first function. Okay, sin x, this is the first function. C. Then we have second function. We are going to plot these two functions, and we can directly use the legend function, and both functions will be separated with this comma. And also we can open the grid on. Okay, when we use this function grid on, grids in the graph will be appeared. See this output. Now see in this figure at the bottom X label. Okay, 0, pi.3, 2 pi.3, 4 pi.3, 5 pi.3, and at the end we have 2 pi. So in this way, and also you can see legends are there. You can see this box. Okay. And now here is font size is very small. So we have to customize. Okay. You can do easily. Already discussed in the previous. So in this way, you can use xtick function to customize X label according to our choice. Okay. So a legend function we also used here. Legend also we can use directly in the command statement of commands. Okay, so these are the sequence of commands, and once you write to the program, then you can easily execute. We will discuss this in the next one. Subplots. See the subplot. Okay, we can use the subplot function like there are two different ways. Here we are using AX1 subplot 211, and then we have this is the for second. This will appear in the top, and this will appear at the bottom. You can use 2 or 3 or more also. So 2 by 1. This is the this 2 by 1 means this will be rows and one column. And this one means first figure. This will be for second one. So you can see X is the line space from 0 to 3. This is the first graph, first function. This is the second function. Now for first graph, we are plotting the first graph. See this statement. So AX1 is used for first one. Then XY1. Okay. Title for what? AX1. Top subplot. Then Y label. Y label is sin 5x. After that, we are going to plot for second. Okay. Plot AX2, XY2. Y2 is second function. X is interval. Then title and Y label will be in the same way. See its graph. So you can see two graphs are appeared in the single one. Okay. So in this way you can customize according to your choice. There is one more type of a function like stairs and simple graph is there. So at this place we have two different graph. Alpha is parameter, beta is some more parameter, t is the interval, f is a function. And in this function you can see alpha and beta parameters are there and t is variable. Okay. So we are plotting here stairs. This is the some name of the plot and the name of the plot is stairs. Okay. TF. T is the T is interval and F is function. So we are using here hold on and hold off. These hold on and hold off are used when we want to plot multi graphs in the single. In that case, we use hold on and hold off. Okay, so you can see this is the another graph, and it is TF. This one we are customizing here. At this place we have stairs, but at this place we have the same function, but in a different way. It will appear. So plot is there. So we have the these functions are same. First will return us the stairs, and this will be the plot. Okay. So when we want to plot single function in multi times, hold on and hold off function. So what is you can see here the same we are using for TF, but we are using here double hyphen and star. And after that we have label. Then you can insert text also. X label is also there and axis. Okay. So this text will appear in the figure. You can insert. See. So see this graph, you can see the text is there, and also these lines are stairs, and along with we have the other graph. So the function is same, but two graphs are appeared in the same graph. Okay. So in two different ways, when we want to use a single function, in that case we can use hold on and hold off functions like in this way. Then we have spiral is there. We have this function and stem, and then we have a plot. So at this place we are using also hold on and hold off. Okay. See. So two graphs are there. One is stem 3 is using, and other is plot 3. Plot 3 is used for 3D graph. Okay. When you have a 3D graph, in that case we are using plot 3. There is a plotty function Proti function, proti graph is used when we want to represent, see, here is x interval, and this is the y1 function and y2 function. So when we are using the plotting function, and this is the plot of first function, and this will return the second function. But y1 and y2, the values on the one will be appeared on the left side, one will appear on the right hand side. Maximum and minimum values of y1 and y2 both will appear. See in the graph, then it will be very clear. See. So we have two graphs. One is minus 200 to 200 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you can see minimum value is minus 0.8 and maximum is plus 0.8. And on the left hand side you can see minus 200 to 200. So these are two different graphs, and they are different between their different range, and x interval is you can see 0 to 20. But here legend is not appeared. You can insert legend. So legend will help you to recognize which graph. So data 1, blue is data 1 means y1, and the other color is y2. Sorry. So the range for first function is on the left hand side, and range for second function is on the right hand side. Sorry. Any question, please? Okay. X ticks. See, X ticks. This is not a big problem. It is very quite simple to use. There is some question from the participant that he is not able to understand X tick. See here. If you are not using these commands, see, it will appear like in this way. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. But the problem is that we are using the interval 0 to 2 pi. Okay. In degrees. And you want to divide in the in this format. Okay. So we are using Xtick. Xtick will help us to customize this label, X label. So we use AX is equal to GCA, and then we will assign this partition. Okay, we want to assign the values or partition on X label like 0, pi upon 3, 2 pi upon 3, pi, 4 pi upon 3, 5 pi upon 3, and 2 pi. Okay, so we have to customize, and to customize we have to use this function AX is equal to GCA, then AX Xtricks. These are the values of the partition from the interval 0 to 2 pi. Okay, and then after we have to assign these labels. First you have to need the partition, and these are the partition of the interval 0 to 2 pi, and after that we need to label these values on X label. So first is 0, this is 0 label, then we have pi upon 3, this is pi upon 3. Okay, this is 2 pi upon 3, this is 2 pi upon 3. But see these syntax very carefully. This syntax will be like we are using in the LaTeX file. Okay, these commands will be like /pi. We have to use slash command also. Slash. Okay, /pi, and then legend is also there. Okay, I will share this file, all these files which I am presenting here, so that all these will be very helpful and you can learn all these things. And if any information is missing, when you will use then these files will be very helpful for all of you. Okay. So when you will execute, see now, see now, see at the bottom, values of the label. These are 0, pi upon 3, 2 pi upon 3, pi, 4 pi upon 3, 5 pi upon 3, 2 pi. Okay. So, and these are the labels which we customize according to our choice. I think it is now clear. Okay. Is it clear now? I think it is clear. So, see, multigraph, then we have plotty and plot call. Just 1 minute, I want to show one dimension indexing M. Okay. So sometimes we create a function in other script file. See, I have a function. I write a function in the script file. See, y is equal to f2x and y is equal to, I have this function, square root 1 plus x minus 1 divided by x. So we write a function. We can have any function at its place. Similarly, you can say y is equal to f4. Okay, and we have this function y is equal to this function. So sometimes the function is very large and we have to use it at many places. Then to avoid any kind of error, we can easily write a function in the script file, and then after we can use anywhere in our work. Okay, and it is very quite simple to write. But while saving the file, suppose I am creating here one more function, and I have write at this place, and this is my new function. Okay, f5, and I also insert here some more like sin x. Okay, so when I will save this function, just control S, and the file name we need not change. See at this place, you can see this is F5, and when you will save, the file name will be F5. So this name file will be saved automatically when you are writing a function. So you need not assign any name of the file. It will save automatically with the name of function. Okay, so you can see this is F5 and the file name of the file is also F5.m. So now you can use these functions anywhere for any purpose. You need to integrate, you need to differentiate, or you need to plot, and many things are there. So now see how we can use these functions. Plot, just 1 minute. See here, CLC, then I have X interval, and Z is equal to F4. I am using this function. I write the function at this place and using at this place, and then I have the function. So in this way, we can write the function and we can call the function anywhere. And when you will execute, the graph of the function will be plot. You can see. And if you will change at this place 5, then the plot of the another function is plotted. And if you are using at this place 2, okay, and run this file, okay, I have to, this is square root. So I have to decrease the interval because the graph is very small. It is too small. Okay. So I can choose here 0.1. It may appear now. Okay, I think this value not exist or return the value. So the graph is not appearing. No problem. So in this way, you can call the function for plot. Okay. So contours, you can see contours are there. Sometimes we have polar coordinate. Okay. Contours in the polar coordinate. So when we have polar coordinate mesh grid is there. So first thing is you must have the clear of the concept of mesh grid. Okay, just 1 minute. We are going to add this place and see this one. So x is equal to we have 0 to 10 and y is equal to we have 0 to 2. And when we are using mesh grid, see what happened. So when we generate the mesh grid, we have to see these values in the mesh grid, x, y. Just 1 minute, CLC. And clear. Okay. Now see, when we are using the mesh grid, it will divide, make equal size of the interval x and y. You can see x is of m by 11 and y is also m by 11. So when we are going to plot 3D, in that case, the size of x and y must be equal. And to make the size equal, we have to use mesh grid function. And with the help of mesh grid function, we can easily make equal size. Okay, so size must be equal. Only then we have 3D plot. Otherwise, we have to face the problem. So this is the mesh grid function. Now see its use. You can see surf function. We have different type of plots functions, and according to our choice we can use, and all these are functions for 3D. Okay, first I want to show you the list of 3D plot. Okay, uh, type here 3D at this place 3D plot. Okay, it will, the new page will open, and at this page the font size is very small. I want to increase the font size. I think it is fine now. Sorry, it is too small. Okay. again. Okay, it is fine. It is fine now. Okay, so now you can see when you will search this 3D plot, all the details are there, and from this place you can find out different type of functions. Okay, so constructing spline curves, click at this place 2D and 3D plot, and you can see we discuss here line plot. Okay, we discuss here line plot, and data distribution plot are there, discrete are there, geography plot, polar plot, contour plots. Okay, so you can see find here all the details about surface volume plot. Click at this place, and when you will click, you can see at this place we have different type of functions are there. There are so many functions which we are using for 3D plotting. So we use here surf function in our Matlab. See, we are using here surf function. Okay. So first we need to use here XY grid, and for XY input we are using here mesh grid, and these are the values of X, and this is the value for Y, but mesh grid will make equal values. Then we are choosing here Z function, and we are using here surf function to plot this function. Okay, this will return the 3D graph. Then title, X label, Y label, grid on, box on. These are very simple things we already discussed, and a new thing is only this function. Okay, now press. You can see this is the 3D graph. Okay, of the function, and now you can easily rotate this function. And for rotation, window, okay, insert, view, camera plot, okay, edit, camera toolbar, figure bar, properties, insert. Sorry, where is the surface and mesh हो गया. Then we have desktop tools, rotate 3D. Click this one. Here is tool is rotate 3D. Okay. So when you will click, choose this rotate 3D, and you can rotate anywhere. See. Okay. So rotation is there. Here is a sign. You can see there are small signs are there to zoom in, zoom out. Okay, you can see zoom in, zoom out, and you can see this sign also for moving this figure anywhere. Okay, you can see rotation sign is there now, and you can easily rotate this diagram in any direction. And after that, if you need to increase the font size, okay, these are the same thing, and you can easily edit the font size according to your choice. Go to edit, then you can go to the figure properties, and from this place this new window will open, and click on the figure. Then you can see X grid is there, Y grid is there, Z grid is there. When you will unclick, then there is no grid on X, Y, Z. And when you will select this one, then grids will appear. Okay. And also there is a box. There is a box. See at this place, this is when you will do unbox. So this will appear like in this way. And when you will select this box, then box will appear. Okay, so many things are there and you can customize all these things for 3D and 2D. There is a little bit difference. Okay, these property inspector will appear same for 2D and 3D, but in the case of 2D, Z will not work. And in the case of 3D, all the things will appear and you can customize according to your choice. Okay, so these are very simple things and you can customize each and everything whatever you need to require. And after that, you want to save this file, you can do. Then you can say, at this place, you can insert, see the title. In each file, I write some title, and in the first line, it will be always the subject of the subject about the subject. What we are going to discuss here. Okay. So what is there? Specify the color map, color bar for the surface plot. Okay. So you can see this is the XY mesh grid. Then we have the Z function. Then we are inserting here C is equal to X product Y, because X and Y both are array. Okay, these will help us for the color map, and color map will show the corresponding values. I will explain the figure and how you can use. See this this function surface is there, X, Y, Z, and C. C is used for the color map. Okay, and then after we are using color bar also. So when we will execute all this, you can see in this diagram, color bar is also appeared on the right hand side. Okay, so these color at the bottom you can see dark color, and at the top we have yellow color, and these values represent the value of the surface. Okay, you can see when you will move your cursor anywhere at this place. So this is representing the value of the color. Okay, you can see 3, 2, a value of X is 3 and value of Y is 2. When you will multiply this value, 6. Okay, and this is the darkest color. So this color lies between 0 to 20. Okay, so when you will move the cursor at this place, and at this place you can see the values are X, value of X is 8 and value of Y is 18. And when you will multiply these values, so these values will appear about near about 140. Okay, when you will multiply these two numbers, these will appear approximately about between 120 and 140. Okay, so this is the importance of the use of color map, and from the color map we can easily study the corresponding values of the surface. It is depends upon our work and how we can use. And also you can click the values at any place. When you will click, the corresponding value will appear on the surface. Anywhere you can click and the value will be appear. And value will appear where the curves will intersect. You can see all these values will appear when the where the grids are meet, where the lines, horizontal and vertical lines are intersecting. Okay, so you can see this value, and in this way you can fix some values and you can save this file. So corresponding values are appeared, and the rest the same work is same. You can save in any format, .eps, .pdf, .jpg. You can use any format. Okay, and if you want to rotate from this place, you can see rotate 3D function is there. Either you can select from this place, and if this is not appeared at this place, then you need to go tools. In the tool, you have rotate 3D. Okay, brush is there. You can select brush also. Okay, this brush can be used, and you can use this for rotation. And if you want to insert box, so for box, what you will do? you will go to figure properties, and figure properties are appeared. Then see the box. Where is box? Where is box? Box is not appeared. Here is the box. Select this one. So when you will select the box, this will appear like in this way. Okay, click, unclick. So this is the difference. So there are many things you can customize according to your work. Similarly, is there any doubt in this question, in this discussion? It is clear. Thank you very much sharing. Okay. Any question in the present discussion, so that if you have, I would like to clear. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Please raise your hand, or also you can unmute. You can unmute. Yes, you can unmute. No question? Okay.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have no doubt in this plot, but actually, just I am asking, sir. Suppose that there are the four variable. So,
There are four variable.
there are four variable, and one is dependent, and remaining is independent. Means three independent. Then there is, sir, any function to plot this?
I think one time you asked from me.
No, sir. Actually, I am asking first time.
Because I faced this problem in the last event, and he sent his problem through email. This type of problem I never tried and never faced, but
Sir, if you just
I
give
think
me any clue ki how to plot this, it will be better for me, sir. Actually, I am working on numerical method, sir. That is why I'm asking. Actually, I need to plot this type of.
okay, numerical methods.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you share with me your problem in text format, which type of problem you have and why you want to plot in
Yes,
this
sure,
way?
sir.
Because
Sir, I will send through email.
we have three independent variable. It may when we have some type of function when involving parameter, because
Yes,
yeah, yes, I have idea. If you have a function which depends upon three variable,
yes, sir.
in that case you have to fix one variable as a parameter.
Okay.
Then it is possible.
Okay, sir.
You got my point?
Yes, sir. I am getting it, but it is not clear, sir. I will try, and if I face any difficulty, then I will contact you, sir.
I'm sharing with you. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I am sharing with you. Because when we are plotting 3D, then we need only two independent variable.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can see this is also we have uh, variable, but this is not this depends upon this is used for color map. Okay. But if you have any function which is involving three variable, in that case you have to make one variable as a parameter, or you have to assign its a fixed value. Like suppose that I have at this place, I am adding one more. This is S. Okay. So Z depends upon X, Y, and S. Okay. So from these three variable, we have to make one parameter, or we have to assign its fixed value. You got my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got
Yes,
my
sir.
point? We have to assign S is equal to 5.
Some value. Yes. Okay, sir. I got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Or you can fix one value out of these three variable. Only then you can plot in 3D. Otherwise, by using Matlab, because I am using last 10 year, and such problem not possible according to me. And I think it is not possible in other software like Maple is there, Mathematica is there, because there is a little bit difference between syntax, using the syntax. Okay. But if you are using in any other way, then we have to see.
Okay, thank you, sir. I will try
Yes,
according to
in
yes.
this way you can manage these things.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, and still, if you have more problem, then we can discuss later. But right now, I am not able to give you appropriate answer.
Okay, okay, mention it, sir. Okay, sure, sir. Okay.
Yes, any more question, please? If anyone want to ask. Any more question, please?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Please, I want to find out if it's possible to make a bar chart or column graph using Matlab.
Oh, very simple. These are very simple bar graph each type. See, first you need to import your data in Matlab, and it is very quite simple. I again sharing with you. I have to share my desktop, and then I can expand it.
Yes.
Okay. You have the data in Excel file, or you have some small information. See, suppose that we have two arrays. One is x is equal to 0 to 10. Okay, and 0 to 10, and y is equal to we have we are choosing these are 11 values. 1, sorry, we have to use in this way. 2, 4, array must be equal. Okay, so x array have the size of the x array is 1 by 11. Okay, so these values also must be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and okay. So for z equal to I have x and y. Okay. Yes. Z equal to I have this one. Small z is equal to I have this one. Yeah. It is very simple. When you will choose this one, okay, go at this place. You can see plots. You can see. So just when you will click this one, you have this graph. And when you click this bar graph is there. You can see all the graph options are there. Okay. You need to just click and you have the corresponding graph. Then we have a MATLAB line plots are there. Then we have stems are there. Anyone, just if you have Excel file, then just you need to import the data in MATLAB, and you can easily plot all these graph. And we have 3D graph also there. Okay, is everything is there. See, just you need to do select only. These are for signal processing. Okay, but we are not working on the signal processing. Signal processing toolbox is there. Just you need to import the data and you can plot easily by using these commands. Okay, so see at this place, anyone you can use. If you use this one, yeah, you can see this is the hist fit function is there. These are used for statistics and machine learning toolbox plot. Okay. if you need to fix normal plot, this is the normal plot. Okay. This is the QQ plot. Okay. Then we have box plot is also very important. You can see this is the box plot. So all types are there, and you can easily use. If I have Excel file, also you can directly use these. These are the functions. These are the functions you can see. These are the functions. Once you remember, you can easily use all these. Okay. You can see. So it is very cool. Contours are there. These are the contours. So all the function commands are available here. Plot matrix. You can see the plot matrix. Plot matrix is we have less data, so plot matrix not appeared. These are the contours. I think it is clear for you. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is very quite easy. Or some if you have the data in an Excel file, okay, you can easily import Excel file. See, I right now I don't have Excel file, but I will expand. Just you need to import from this place. Okay, import data, and when you will click this import data, and then after you can easily import your Excel file. Matlab is busy. It will take some time to open this new command to import the data. We have to wait some time. I think I have executed many commands. So Matlab got busy. Okay, no problem. We have to close Matlab. Okay, now I have to reopen. I have very less time, and few things are there. So after that discussion, we will close the session. Just 1 minute. Okay. So now you can see. Okay. It is file is on the desktop, and this is the training folder, training on Matlab. Okay. So you can see we discussed about this. All this has been discussed. So figure 2, figure 2. So these are different types of plots are there. Okay. I am opening all these file. I will explain only in within 1 or 2 minutes. I have opened all these files. Okay. So you can see plot3 function is used at this place. A mesh grid is there, and this is a very simple function. And plot3 function used for 3D, and plot is used for 2D. Grid on, box on, and when you will execute. So the plot3 will return this graph. Okay. And similarly, you can use plot3. At this place, the values are in parametric. This function is parametric. You can see this is the x. We have x, y, and Z. Okay. See. This is the returning the function in 3D plot, but the equation was in parametric form. Okay. These are three functions. This is the one function, this is the second, and this is the third, and all these three depend upon T. Okay. And we are using plot 3. So for 3D plotting, we can easily use in any format, whether it is parametric or in polar coordinate, both spherical also. Spherical and cylindrical, we always use this one. And you can see this is the f function, and we are not declaring any mesh grid or xy inputs. Just we have a simple function, and we are using here ez surface. Okay, and this will return the graph. See, this will return the graph. Very simple. It will automatically adjust its dimensions, its input. Okay, all the things. This C stands for contour. If I will remove this one, so it will return only surface. This will give us only surface of this function. Okay, C. So this is only we have surface, and when it is at this place we have C. C is used for contour. You can see surface and contour both are appeared in the graph. Okay, in the XY plane there are contours and there is a surface. Okay, plot 3, this is also in a parametric form. This is in the parametric form, and you can see this graph. So all these are very quite simple. Here you can see X grid is there. Then surface function we can use in this way. This X, Y, and this is the Z. Okay. This is the surface. You can see this is the surface of the body, and you can rotate in any direction on 360. Okay. And you can make it in 2D. Now it is in 3D. And also when you will use at this place C, so it will return surface as well as contour. You can see contours are also there in the plane. You can see XY plane. These are the contours, and along with the surface, both are appeared. Yes, one have raised the hand. Any question, please? Nice session. Thank you. It is clear. Any doubt? Any question, please? And there are many participants who are attending on live streaming. I forget all those. There are many participants on the live streaming. From your side, if any more question? I think all these things are very clear. What I will do now, I will share all these content where you can find. Sir, how there is question, how can we get the file you upload for this training? Also, please share your slide with us. Yes, you can easily find all these. Sometimes when I send the emails, it is very hard. So I will share on your email address along with. There are many participants who are attending this session on live streaming. Previous content I also share, and where you can find immediately after this session, I will upload there. See where you can find this content. So this is the live. This is the YouTube channel. You need to go on YouTube and search here MathTech. MathTech. thinking foundation and enter. Okay, you can see this is the Method Thinking Foundation YouTube channel, and this is the previous. This is the first day. Okay, and when you will click at this place, you need to go at this place. See, feedback form for the first session is there, and at this place you can find the content for all the days. When you will click at this place, you can see link will open, and this book was shared with all of you. Okay, this book is very helpful for all of you, and the content which I present today will be uploaded in this folder, and you can easily download. Anyone who is attending this session can easily download, and feedback form is link is there. And in the same way, there is today's session day 2. You can find the day 2. This is day 1. So day 2 is also there, and I will upload the all this information will be there, and feedback for the today's session will also there. I will upload after 10 minutes, after a few time. Okay. I will upload the feedback form, and content will be also uploaded. Okay. You can easily find all the content which I present here. Any more question, please? Okay, the content which I present here, I am uploading right now. You can download immediately after some time. I upload right now, so that you can do practice on it. Just give me 1 minute. It will take only 1 minute. And the feedback link will be also, you can find there.
Hello, sir.
Yes, all these content I am uploading.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, please, can you please go back to that YouTube? I wanted to see the procedure, how you got to that document.
Just 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Yes, I upload the complete folder, and you can easily find there. You can see this is the folder, and all the content which I present in this session are available in this folder. Okay. And also there is one book, and this book will be very helpful for all of you, and you must use this file. Yes, sir. Please let me know your question.
Sir, my question here is that please, you go to YouTube just recently now. So I didn't see the way the procedure you follow to locate that folder. So I wanted to take it back again, please.
Can you please write your message in chat box? I not able to understand.
Okay. Let me write it down.
Please text me in the chat box.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sorry, Doc. Please, I have a question. Hello, Doc.
Yes, please.
Please, I have a question.
I note to get your question in the chat box.
I'm typing it, sir.
Doc, please, can you hear me? Hello, Doc, can you hear me?
Please. Don't get your question in the chat box. Any more question, please, from other side? Viresh Kumar. Viresh Kumar ji. Arjun Puri. I got the question in the chat box. Please kindly send the PDF file to our email, sir. Yes, sir, I will share all this content on your email address also. Okay, and you can download from there. And please want to take us again to the procedure you follow to locate the file. Yeah, it is very quite simple. Just okay, just 1 minute. In the chat box, I have shared a link. In the chat box, you can find a link. When you will click this link, or you can copy or save this link. Okay. So the content which I have uploaded and which will be uploaded will be in the same folder. All the content for these 4 sessions will be available, and also I will share some more content in the PDF format. All these will be available forever. Anytime in future you can use. I will not remove this content anytime. This content will be available for you forever. Yes, please. Any more? Please, how do estimate parameters using Matlab? Please put your question completely, because it is not a complete question. Estimate parameters using Matlab. For what purpose you want to use? Because there are many things, and sometimes we have to assign the value, and yeah, sometimes we have such problem and we have to test. We need experiments. While we don't know the value about the parameter, in that case we need. Okay, please, how do I estimate parameters for disease model using Matlab? Yeah, this will be covered in the coming sessions when we will discuss about the mathematical modeling and numerical methods. In that case, we will estimate the values of the parameters. Because now these sessions are very basic, and when we will target different type of sessions, problems like mathematical modelings, problems related to machine learning, problems related to numerical methods, problems related to differential equations, then we will cover this question. This will be there will be, but right now it is not possible to explain for me. Sorry, this time. I think all the things are clear. Please now, can you please open your webcam? It is my humble request to all of you, please open your webcam.
Thank you. Welcome. Okay,
Anup sir, how are you? Anup ji, I am asking from Anup. Brij Kumar, Arjun Puri ji. Students are asking very less questions. Ji, how are you? Arjun Puri, I am
Yes,
asking
sir.
from you. How are you?
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
From where place? Which place?
Jammu and Kashmir.
Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. Very good, all of you. All the contents I think you are getting. Ibrahim Ali, you are from Nigeria. Yes. How are you, Saleh Ibrahim Abdul? Ibrahim Abdul.
I am fine. I'm fine. How is everything?
I got many messages from your side.
Yes, everything is good. But I had a network issue, so I couldn't join the program on time.
Yeah, so we have the recordings also, and we are trying to catch everyone. So we have the live streaming. Many participants are on the live streaming. They are attending, and also we send the recording on Cisco WebEx. I will share today. Both the session. Okay. So if there is any missing, you can contact me, and I surely provide you some solution.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I understand because many times we also face the problem when network is very low, and I understand the same situation. But we can together sort out many problems.
Okay.
Thank you very much, all of you. And thank you all the participants who are attending this session on live streaming. Have a nice day. We will join the meeting in the coming Sunday at the same time. And we will cover linear algebra. Linear algebra is also very important for further study to solve different type of mathematical modeling and machine learning, deep learning, along with the mathematical modeling is there also numerical methods. So all these will be very helpful for solving the upcoming sessions. Okay, thank you very much for all of you to join us.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you,
And you
Dr. Wabasco.
feedback link on your email address. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All
Have a
right.
nice
Thank
day.
you. See you. See you.
Bye. Bye. See you next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you.